everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick tutorial with you using this amazing huge die set from Tonic, and it's called the Peony Bloom handbag die set, and basically it creates this style of handbag. Now the reason for this tutorial is I want to make some treat bags for Halloween, so I ended up going into town, and usually I get some bits and pieces from the Works, which is a really good place to get some crafty things that, you know, just are really handy to use. But they had nothing Halloween themed. There was just nothing. I was really annoyed. But anyway, I came home and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get one of these die sets out because Tonic sent me quite a few handbag die sets, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna create my own, and I'm going to create my own Halloween theme treat bag using just the stash I've got at home. So it's basically to show you that you don't really need a ton of Halloween products to create a Halloween treat bag. Maybe I'm going to do a card video next. So I just want to get started and show you what I've used. So this is the huge die set, and it has a lot of pieces. In fact, I'll tell you how many pieces it's got in here. There's 21 dies included in this set. So what I've done, I've already cut my pieces out, which I'm going to show you. This huge piece here, which is the largest die, this will create the base of your bag. So it's a really lovely size. And your base die, which I call this, you need 2 of these to create a front and a back. Then you've got these layers, and these layers will create your mat and a decorative panel to go inside there. So I'll show you if I can get it all out again, because I have used it and I put it all back. So this will create your layer, and I'll show you what I've done. This is one of the pieces, so this will create another layer for here, and then you have the decorative bit which will cut the inside of that layer. So this will give you I've cut it out already, so I'm going to show you. So this will give you this amazing intricate layer which I've already cut out. So you can see my colour theme right now. I've got some orange and I've got some purple, which to me are total Halloween colours. So the orange, the purple, I've got black, and I've got a bit of green, which I'm going to show you right now. So the first piece I've cut out, I've already inked the edges, and I'll show you how I do this one. I cut out 2 of these, and one of them I just cut the base off, which will leave me with this. And then all I've gone in and done is I've taken some distress ink in black, and I've got this sponge because I just like to have this curved edge to my distressing when I'm doing this. All I've done is just gone into the edges, and you're not going to see a lot of this because it will be covered, but I just wanted to create this dark edge, like a nighttime effect. I've done the same here. Nothing too neat, just go in and just darken the edges. You can use whatever ink you've got. I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress ink in Black Soot. I'm just going to do this to all the little creases, and this is the first time I'm actually constructing this one, so I've not done one previous. I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm going to use I'm not going to use hot glue, I'm going to use wet glue and try and put it together. And then for this beautiful scalloped edge here, I'm just going to go in and just ink it up a bit. Do the same here. And I love the details and all the layers that come within these sets. They're very, very full of design, if you know what I mean. There's so many dies that come per set. This little flap I'm just going to lift up, and then I'm just going to distress it like this. Get some ink on there. And I'm not going to be too neat because it's meant to be like, you know, it's a Halloween project at the end of the day. Excuse me. I think that's it. Just a bit dark here. Okay, and then I'm going to start checking how I want this. So I think I'll probably have this as the front. So kind of, I've kept these two flaps on because I think these need to be inverted because it's like creating the gusset. So I'll do the same here, invert that little bit there, and then this needs to stick here like so. This needs to go in here, that needs to stick down like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick the base on first. I think that'll be easier. So that is going to go on like this. Okay, you just have to bear with me, people. So I'm going to stick this on here. I think that would be an easier way of constructing it. Okay, so for this I'm actually going to use some double-sided tape because I want it to stick instantly. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on here. Red liner tape would be perfect, but I've not got any on me, so I'm going to use 2 layers of this. I'll put one bit towards the top edge. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on here. So let's get it straight. That's fine. And then these little flaps need to go on here, so I'm going to put these on with wet glue, and I'm going to put these little tabs on with dry adhesive. Yeah, so let's get these put on with some wet glue, and for that I will be using some Tonic tacky glue. Okay, so a bit of glue here, and then behind this flap here. And because I want it instant, because of this video purpose, I might put a tiny blob of hot glue just to stick it down instantaneously. So I'm just going to put a tiny blob of hot glue just there, just to hold it down like instantly. And the wet glue is going to just adhere as it dries. Do the same here. Oh, I like this. It's actually really easy. Some more wet glue here. Excuse me. And just for a bit of instantness, I'm going to add a tiny blob here of hot glue. I'm going to put this on like so. And this should then just fold in like this. I'm just going to hold it down a second. And then I'm going to do this side. Same again. Wet glue. And a tiny blob of hot glue. A bit here and there. And then get this stuck down. And I have missed a bit of inking on this section, which I'm going to do right now. Just missed a bit of here. It's fine. And this little gusset goes in like this. Like that. So this is my constructed bag. Oh my god, this is so cute. Now, before I go any further, I want to close this off so I know when I'm decorating what I need to do. So what I've got, a couple of adhesive Velcro pieces. It's like iron hook closures, and these are adhesive. So all I'm going to do is I've just cut a little section off. I'm going to put them together so they're connected. Take one of the backings off, stick it to the section I want, like here, and then I'm going to take the other backing off, and now that I know that they're in exactly the same place, I'm going to connect them both together, and it should then be a perfect closure. There you go. Yay! That looks really cute, and I will embellish this. So let's get on to the fun bit of decorating. So I think I want this as my front, and let's get decorating. So I've got here my panels, so I've already cut them out, and I'm going to just put them on with some wet glue, and these do cut really well, and if you see a tiny little bit left, just take them out. So I'm going to put some wet glue on the edge, and I'm going to not be too worried at the front because there's going to be quite a lot of embellishments going on just to decorate it, and there'll be more adhesive obviously on the top to hold the embellishments in place. So I'm just going to put some glue in the widest sections of what I can see, and then I'm going to put this down. And there are some embossed guidelines of where these layers should go, which is really easy and handy to have. Okay. And then I'm gonna have some bits and pieces that I've cut out already. So I've got some black lace out from my stash, and I'm going to use bits of lace, and I thought it went really well with this. I've got some eyelash trim here which I'm going to use. I think I've got this lace here which I love. I've got this in every colour that I use. I've got white, cream, pink, black, and I've got this embroidered floral lace. I've got some sections here which I might use, and I'm not going to use too much. And then I've also got some seam binding in this like Halloween green, I call it, and I've just scrunched it up, and I've just gone in with some ink, and I've just coloured it in like that just to give it this messy green look. So I'm going to use this as well. Okay, so actually before I decorate my front, I want to put my panel on the back as well, so that can get a stick in. So let's get this back panel put on. I'm not going to decorate the back, I'm just doing the front, because you only need one side decorative, and this is going to be decorative enough on the back with this beautiful panel of die cutting. Okay, so let's get this put on the back. So that's gonna sit here. And whilst I'm working on the front, the back will have a chance to dry. So what I have, like I said, I've got some bits and pieces here. I've got this little embroidered lace which I might use. I've also got this Prima flower vine, and it started its life like this, and then I've just gone in with some black ink, and I've just made it darker and coloured it in bits in places to make it all Halloweeny. So let's see how I want this. I'm going to put little bits of this off because I don't like these tiny little veiny things hanging off the edge. And I might have, so I'm going to have this like a backdrop to my flower, and for this I'll be using hot glue. And there is always a right way and a wrong way to all lace, so just figure out which is your right. So just get out all your stash of the dark things you've got and start using them and playing with them. Just have fun. And this I'm going to have here. I've also got some leaves that I've coloured in, so they were just green, and I've just gone in with my ink and I've just made them a bit darker. So I'm going to have them behind this cluster. So I think I'm going to put these on first. I'm going to cut the backs off. Like this. And I'm going to just plan out how you want things. Something like that. I don't want to cover too much of here because I've already cut some die cuts for the top, which I'm going to actually put on before I forget. So let's put these leaves to the side, and these are pieces that are from that die set, and they just marry up like that to each of the sections. So I'm going to get these put on because they are really lovely pieces, and it takes away from a lot of, you know, fussy decorating and measuring, because all the pieces are just cut for you, ready to use. That's going to go there. That I've got the same amount for the back, so I'm going to put that on in a sec. Let's see, so there is a right way and a wrong way to die cuts as well. So because I've cut 4 pieces, I need to figure out which is the right way up, and this one is. So I'm going to get that put on. Like that. They look like eyes. Okay, and then back to my decorating. So I think I'm going to have these a bit more down here. So I'm going to get these stuck down with some hot glue. Put one down here. One about here. No idea where I'm going to put that seam binding yet. So we just have to think as we go along. Then I've got my vine, which I want there. So in the widest flowers and leaves, I'm just going to put this down so it holds on properly. And you can use whatever glue you want. I just think with a vine like this, because it's quite big and it's quite heavy, and I want it instantly sticking down, hot glue was the best option for me here. Okay, and then another thing I've got cut here, these are some tags from the die set. So I've cut it in purple and black, and I'm going to have them just here. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just layer them up, because I want a little purple shadow, just like that. I could have had it the other way. Let's have a look how it looks. No, I think I want the black on top. So I'm just going to get these stuck down. Some wet glue. Just going to offset it slightly. Just give me a little purple shadow like that. And then another thing I want to do, actually, because this is black, I've got this white jelly roll pen. It's a uniball pen, and it's just white. I thought it had a fancy name, but it isn't. It's got it's just a uniball signal pen, and this looks amazing on black. So I want to put this here and maybe add like a couple of spider webs on it. So I'm going to just freehand draw this, and before I draw it, I'm just going to get some scrap paper. So I've covered this green paper in, I've just rubbed some black ink over it, and I've cut out the word boo, which I'll be using, which is just here. So I'm just going to use the corner of this and just get an idea of how I want to draw. Yeah, so it's just going to be like a few W's connected. So let's get started. And then like that looks really good. And then I'll probably do one here. And spider webs are not neat, so I think that looks okay. So those are my little spider webs. And then I'm going to stick this just here, and I'm going to add hot glue here because I've got this viney bit here. So I'm just going to put a lot of glue on that and stick this just there, and that should hold really well like that. And then my boo I've cut out using, in fact I'll show you, I've got it here, I've used the Windsor uppercase simple type alphabets, and it's a really nice font, actually, a really nice size as well. And the best thing is they're all connected, so you can just use one pass to cut out a whole alphabet and just put them in little containers. Okay, so I've got my BOO, and I'm just gonna see whereabouts I want them. And I'm not going to be too fussy and be too neat about this, because the whole point is that it's meant to look a bit spooky. Okay, so let's get these off for a second and stick my B down. And again, I'm just going to use that Tonic glue to put these down. And I'm gonna put the B here. And the O. And these alphas have got these wide little sections here, so I'm not going to put messy glue down anywhere. I'm just going to stick them down as they are, and it's easy to glue them. So, because usually I put glue down and then I scrape it off and then I use it that way, but this time round I don't have to do that. Okay, we're nearly done, and another O just here. So that's my boo. That looks so cute. It's actually really adorable. Okay, now my seam binding. I've actually got something for here as well, but I don't know what to do, because obviously I've got my Velcro closure, and I pulled out some bits and pieces from my stash, and I've got this broken jewellery as well, and I love using broken jewellery. I've got quite a lot of these full. So I pulled out these, and I'm going to be using a piece of that lace, embroidery lace, and maybe this, if it doesn't look too fun. Actually, it looks quite gothic. I might use that. I might not use the bling pieces. So let's get this piece of lace stuck down first. Put that here, and then this broken thing, I don't know what it's from, but it's really pretty. I'll probably have that there. So let's put some hot glue on the back of this and put this on here like that. Oh, that looks nice. Let's give it a little squish down. Oh my gosh, that looks adorable. And not forgetting my dirty green seam binding, which I purposely dirtified, if that's the word. And then I'm going to do a double bow. Let's see how it looks before I stick it down. I always do that. I have a little look and see how it looks before I stick it down, whether I want it here. Actually, yeah, that looks quite nice there, but I want it a bit smaller, so I'm going to just messy it up. Come on, bow. Okay, so that is my seam binding bow, and I'm going to cut the tail off a bit because it's too long. Probably have it just here, maybe just there, just slightly under this corner and a bit over this black embroidered lacy thing. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'll just have it on a slant so I don't cover my boot up. That looks so adorable. And then one last thing to do is finish off my little pieces on the back here. So I've got this piece that goes on the top there just to finish it. And again, I'm just putting the glue on the edge, and I'm going to put it down. And you can just about see, I'll just show you on the other side actually, you can just about see the, you can see a slight embossed line. I don't know if we can just spot it there, just a slight embossed line. It works as a guideline for where to put your layers like this, which I think is really nice. And I'm really loving using these Tonic products. Oh my goodness, I'm having such a blast with Tonic. And my design team coordinator, her name's Karen. Hi Karen, if you're watching, she is the bomb. She is amazing. and she's really welcomed me with open arms, and I'm absolutely loving using everything Karen. So this is my take on a Halloween treat bag using stash that you've got. And I'm just thinking, before I finish, I've got this lace that I've kept to the side. I'm going to use probably a section of this. So you can use whatever you've got to create a project that's in your mind. I was just so annoyed that there was nothing for Halloween in the shops on the weekend. Like, I was really annoyed. I mean, UK isn't huge on Halloween, but is catching on. Oh, that looks really pretty. So you know, when you want to do videos for YouTube, etc., and you want, you know, to stay with the trend and do Halloween projects, and then you go to the shop and there's nothing there, it was really annoying. Just add a bit more glue just to catch my lace, and I'm going to put this, oopsie, ooh, put this under here. Just be careful with hot glue. And then I think I'm going to just finish it off by gluing the back of this bit. Not too much glue, because you don't want hot glue peeking out from behind lace, because it looks quite messy. But I think that should do it. Yeah, I like that. Really like that. So get rid of my glue strings. And this is it. My Halloween project. A Halloween treat bag, and the Velcro closure in the center here, which I'm just gonna show you how it opens like this, and then you close it back up. And here is a quick altered Halloween bag. Oh, this is so adorable. So like you see, like what I've said, you don't need a lot of Halloween items to do this. You can just use the Halloween colors and use things from your stash to create some amazingly lovely projects like this one. So thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry it took nearly half an hour of your time, but I wanted to just do this full process with you and show you how that looks and how easy it is to create. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon with another project. Take care. Bye.